Hi, my name is Christine Turrentine. Welcome to your 45-minute power class. Today we're going to do a hands-free flow. So if you still want to get your body warm, get your body sweaty, but spend a minimal amount of time on your hands, I've got you covered today. So let's go ahead and start on our backs. Feet wide to the mat, coming into our rest pose, letting the knees draw in one to the other, bringing hands to upper and lower belly. And just allowing your body and your breath to settle here. Noticing the breath in, noticing the breath out. Just noticing that each of these things that we place our focus and our attention on, our breath, our body, our thoughts, that each of them are changing, coming and going. Take another deep inhale through the nose, and then just exhale out the mouth. We'll start to bring the knees just as wide as your hips are. So the feet are placed down on the mat. And we'll place the fingers just to the very low part behind the low back. What I'd like you to do here is just get familiar with pressing the low back down into your mat so that your low back is pressing gently into your fingers. And just notice as you press down that you're able to engage through the abdominals in the front. And we're just going to really warm up the front body and the abdominals here. And throughout these movements, we want to keep this low back just imprinting into the mat, just gently pressing down. We'll bring the arms to the side and then keeping that little posterior tilt through the pelvis. Start to draw the legs to what would be a tabletop position, but on our backs. And so the knees will be stacked over the hips, keeping those abdominals engaged. Legs about hip distance apart. Palms draw up, and then we'll just crunch up a little bit as well here, seeing if we can let the shoulder blades almost come off the mat, making sure to keep our neck nice and long so the gaze is up towards the ceiling as opposed to being down towards the legs. Take another deep breath, maybe lift the shoulders a little higher, then exhale, set it all down. Same again, drawing the pelvis in, low back pressed into the mat. Draw the shoulder blades up first this time, gaze up to the ceiling. Back to those legs lifted. Keep that low back pressed into the mat and start to straighten out one leg, and then bring it back, and then left leg. Bring it back. So a little work for the abdominals. 2 more times each leg, right and left, gazing up towards the ceiling. Last one each side. Feeling maybe just a little fire in the belly. And then exhale, set it all down. We'll go through that a couple more times. This time we're going to interlace the arms. So we'll come to eagle arms, right arm drawn under the left. And if this is too much, you can always grab the opposite shoulders as another option. From here, we'll do that same thing. Press the low back down, lift the shoulder blades slightly. Legs come up to that tabletop position. Keep the abdominals engaged. And then right leg extends, back to straight. Left leg, then back 2 more times each leg. We're almost there. Make sure to keep that neck nice and long still. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Last one each side. And then set it all down. And then our last variation, that left arm under right for eagle arms. Drawing the arms in. Gauge through that lower belly again. Lift the shoulders up so that shoulder blades are hovering off the mat. Tabletop with the legs, knees stacked over the hips. Right leg extends. Then back to center. Left. 2 more times, you've got this. Inhale right, bring it back. Left, bring it back. Take one more inhale, lift. And then exhale, set it all down. Keeping the feet hip distance apart. Press the feet into the mat, bridge pose as you bring your arms overhead. Stretch through the front body a little bit, and then exhale, set it down. 2 more times, draw it up. Set it back down. Last one. From here, you'll draw your knees into your belly, nice and tight. And you'll start to rock forward and back along the length of your spine. A couple times with enough momentum to propel you all the way up to a forward fold. So your feet hip distance apart towards the top of your mat. Letting the head and the arms hang heavy here. Taking a breath in and out. Inhale, draw the hands to the shins. Spine nice and long, half flat back. Abdominals engaged, gazing down, nice long spine again. One more inhale there, draw long, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute, root down through the ground, draw the arms up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. As you find yourself here in your mountain pose, drawing your mind again to those points of stability, your feet grounded to the mat, the breath as it comes and goes. Just noticing as you focus on each of those spots, as your mind drifts to thoughts, to the past, to the future, seeing if you can draw your mind again and again to the present moment, staying here on the 4 corners of your mat, knowing that as you change and move through different shapes, that you can come back to all these points of stability again and again. Rooting the left foot down into the mat, keeping that left leg firmly engaged. Draw the right leg all the way up, drawing the arms up overhead. And maybe even kick out that right leg, standing tall. Take another inhale there, and then exhale. Hands come to heart center as you just shift that right leg back, finding warrior 3. A few options for your hands here. Your hands can stay drawn into heart center. They could come to the side like airplane wings, or they could come forward for that full expression of warrior 3. Making sure to keep those left toes spread wide so you can really root through the ground. Letting that left leg support you like a lamppost. Right leg strongly behind you, extending back. Take one more inhale there. And then exhale, left knee bends to find Crescent Pose. You'll find the red ball of the foot on the ground. Reaching arms up towards the sky, finding your crescent. Root down through that left foot, the right ball of the foot. Keeping shoulders stacked over the hips. You might even gently bend that right knee a little bit just to keep that tailbone and low back nice and long. Keep the legs as they are. Inhale to reach up, and then exhale, draw the arms wide to the side, W arms. Inhale to reach the arms up, legs stay the same. Exhales, elbows draw wide, gentle stretch through the front of the heart. Last one, inhale to pull up. Exhale, draw the arms wide. Inhale, Crescent Pose again. Legs as they are, and then exhale, start to hinge through the hips as your arms come down to your sides. Drawing the shoulder blades down the back, nice and long, keeping the gaze down to the mat just a little in front of those left toes. Take another deep in-breath and out-breath here. And on the next breath, let's pulse this a little bit. So inhale, crescent pose as you reach the arms up. Exhale as you fold, reach back. 2 more times. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, crescent pose. Exhale, hands to heart center as you lean forward. Find your warrior 3 here again. Always the option warrior 3 that you can keep those back toes on the mat. If you want to take that option, you can. Stay rooted and strong through that left leg. Choose your arm variation. Couple breaths here. Long line from the right heels all the way to the fingertips. Inhale, exhale, stack the shoulders, right foot next to left, hands to heart center. Allow yourself to take a breath there. And then we'll move on to our other side. Right foot grounds down, inhale, left knee comes up. As you reach through that left knee forward, fingertips really reaching up, keeping shoulders stacked over those hips, abdominals engaged. Take another inhale there. And then exhale as hands come to heart center. Shift back, warrior 3. Keeping that right foot stamped into the ground, that right thigh drawn in, drawing the kneecap up. Choosing that arm variation. Finding your pose. Take another deep inhale breath. And then exhale as you bend that left knee, find crescent pose, reaching arms overhead. Deep bend through that front right knee stacked over that right ankle. Keeping that nice long line through the back, abdominals engaged. Legs stay as they are. Inhale to reach through the fingers. And then exhale, prana pulls, so bringing the elbows wide again here. Inhale, draw the arms up. Exhale, draw the elbows wide, gaze up. And then one more, inhale, reach up. Exhale, draw the elbows nice and wide. Inhale, reach it up again. And then exhale, that hinge on this side. Let's hold a few breaths here. Hands placed on either side of the hips. Keeping that right knee bent, gazing down towards the mat. Acknowledging the muscles getting warmer, heat building. Acknowledging any thoughts in the mind, and just seeing how they come and go. Inhale, crescent pose, reach it up. Exhale, hinge forward. 2 more times, inhale, lift it up. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, hinge it forward. Inhale, reach it up. Hands come to heart center on the exhales. You start to lean forward. Find that warrior 3 again. Draw long through the left leg. Arms drawn up. Couple breaths. Inhale, come back up, left foot next to right. And here we are again, mountain pose, finding our breath. So let's move a little more fluidly through that, pairing movement with breath this time. Inhale as right leg draws up. Exhale, warrior 3. Inhale, crescent pose, draw the arms up. Exhale, elbows wide. 2 more. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, draw wide. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, draw wide. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, find that hinge. Legs stay as they are, nice and stable. 2 more. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, down. Last one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. Inhale, find your crescent. Hands to heart on the exhale as you shift forward. Find your warrior three. Draw nice and long. Then exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, crescent pose. Exhale, draw the elbows wide. Follow your breath. Reach it up and then hinge now. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, lean it forward. Keep those legs nice and steady. Last one. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior three, hands to heart center. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, elbows draw wide. Follow that breath. Inhale, crescent, legs stay where they are. Hinge forward on the exhale. 2 more times. Staying present, staying on your mat. Inhale up. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, crescent. Hands to heart center, lean forward, warrior three. And then exhale, mountain pose. Let's go one more time here. Inhale, left leg raises. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, crescent pose, reach it up. Exhale, elbows draw wide. Inhale up. Exhale, wide. Follow the breath. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, forward. Staying with each breath as it crests and it wanes. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, hands to heart center, warrior three. Exhale, back to mountain pose. From here, we'll add on just a little bit. Inhale, left leg comes up as you come down to eagle pose. So we'll wrap the left leg over the right, really bending that right knee and maybe bringing the toes behind the right calf. From here, left arm is going to be underneath the right as you find your variation of eagle. We'll keep our spine nice and tall, shoulders stacked over hips. Always knowing you can grab the opposite shoulders if you choose. Taking another deep breath in and out here. Inhale, come out, lift the left leg up. And then exhale back to warrior three, straight to that other side. Inhale, crescent pose, reach up. Exhale, elbows draw wide. Inhale up. Exhale. Last one here. Legs stay as they are. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, fold forward. Last hinge. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, hands to heart center. Shift forward, warrior three. Mountain pose for a beat. Inhale as right leg draws up, eagle pose. So bring that right leg nice and wide, stack it over the left, maybe wrapping those right toes behind the left calf. And then this time, right arm underneath the left, finding your variation of eagle. Using the breath here. 2 more breaths in and out. Beautiful. Draw the last inhale, reach it up. And then exhale down to a forward fold. Inhale, flat back. And then exhale to tabletop, just for a beat. So we thought we might have maybe gotten away from planks, but we can still come onto planks on elbows and forearms and not use our hands. So let's go ahead and stack either the knees or toes tucked under. Once you're in your plank, we'll do some Kapalabhati or exhale breaths. So coming into your breath, 30-second hold with that pulsed out breath through the nose. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep inhale, and then exhale, set it all down on the mat onto your belly. Taking a couple breaths there. Making a pillow for your forehead with your hands. And then coming up to Sphinx here, just a gentle stretch through the abdominals, elbows stacked under the shoulders. Noticing as those waves of tension and strengthening come and go through the muscles. Try not to hold on to any part of the practice, but just letting it come and go. We'll come all the way down to the belly, and we'll do a little bit of shoulder and back work here. Your legs will draw close in towards one another, and then the arms will come forward, reaching. So you're making a tall I shape with your body. From here, draw the belly in, lift the legs up, Locust Pose. Arms draw up as well. Take an inhale to draw the arms a little higher, and then exhale as the arms come to the side like a T. And then inhale to reach forward. Exhale to the side like a T. 3 more times. Inhale up. Exhale to the side. So this is wonderful work for the lower and middle trapezius muscle in our backs and through our shoulders. Last one. Inhale, draw wide. Reach it up. Inhale to drop a little more. And then exhale, set it back down. Take a couple breaths on your belly. Drawing the legs towards each other again. We'll do a different variation this time. So one more time through our locust. You're almost there. Inhale, Locust Pose as you draw the legs, arms up. Exhale, elbows draw wide. Inhale, reach the arms forward. Exhale, draw wide. 3 more times. Follow the breath. Take another inhale. Exhale, set it down. Couple breaths there. Noticing each breath as it comes and goes. And we'll move through one other opening on our bellies here. We'll draw the knees bent so that the heels come in towards the hips. We'll draw the arms behind us, maybe to catch an interlace or just to catch the ankles. We'll flex the feet and we'll come into bow pose here. So inhale, kicking the legs, drawing up to bow. Maybe gaze lifts slightly. Taking 2 more breaths here. Take another inhale, draw up, and then exhale, set it down. No more work on our bellies here. Taking your last breath. And we'll transition back to a little more standing. Tabletop. Tuck the toes under, downward facing dog, just for a beat. Bending one knee, straightening the other. Inhale to draw the hips back. Exhale, walk the feet forward, top of the mat, between the hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose this time, bending the knees deep, spreading the toes wide, keeping the abdominals engaged, arms drawn up. Take an inhale as you deepen the knee bend a little bit. Start to shift the weight over towards the left leg, drawing the right leg up. And then see if you can get that right leg behind you, landing towards the back of the mat, coming into warrior one legs. So the right foot, about a 45-degree angle to the side, deep bend through that front left knee, warrior one drawing up. Taking 2 more breaths here. Last breath, draw up through the fingers. Exhale as hands come behind the low back, interlacing the fingers. Inhale to draw the chest wide. And then exhale, humble warrior. So legs stay as they are, rooted down into the ground. That back edge of that back foot sealed to the mat. And in your humble warrior, just allowing your left shoulder maybe to hover over the left knee, maybe coming in a little further if the mobility is there for you. Taking a couple more breaths. Inhale, draw halfway up as you come onto the ball of that right foot. Prepare here to start to shift the weight forward to that left foot. So inhale, lean forward. Exhale, warrior 3 with arms bound behind the back, keeping the pelvis nice and level. That right foot drawn back, long line of energy from the right heel to the top crown of the head. A little wiggling and wobbling might be normal. Take another inhale there. Leg stays lifted, exhale, hands come down to the mat, standing splits. Hips stay nice and level still. Right leg draws up, a little higher on the inhale. And then exhale, right foot next to left. Thank goodness you made it through that. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute, sweep it up. Hands to heart center. From here, right foot grounds into the mat. Left knee bends back. And we'll come into our dancer's pose here. So bringing the left arm out to the side, externally rotating, grabbing the left ankle, grabbing the left foot just on the inside. Right hand draws up towards the sky, rooting down through that right foot. Inhale, a little taller. And then exhale, start to kick that left foot strongly into that left hand as you come to dancer. Keep your focus steady on a point that's not moving. And totally okay if you fall out of the pose. Just start back over again. Give yourself permission to begin again and to begin again. Take another deep inhale there. And then exhale, back up. Hands to heart center, mountain pose. All right, another side to go. Inhale, bend the knees, chair pose, set it up. Spreading the fingers and the toes wide. Starting to now root the right foot into the ground, lift the left leg a little, one leg chair, and then stack that left leg behind you now, find warrior one. Spreading those right toes nice and wide, right knee over the right ankle, left foot about that 45-degree angle to the side. Inhale, warrior one. We're almost there. Keeping that deep bend through that right knee, that left back foot, that edge sealed to the mat. Take an inhale, draw up through the fingers. Exhale, arms behind you, clasp the hands. Inhale to open wide through the heart. And then exhale, fold forward, humble warrior. Seeing if you can focus your mind on an area maybe that's not hurting and that's not working. Maybe just focusing on your feet steady on the ground. Inhale, come halfway up. Come onto the ball of the left foot. Inhale, start to lean forward over that right leg. Warrior 3. Find that grounding through the right foot. Draw left leg behind you, hips nice and level. Find your gaze, find your focus point. Another deep breath in and out. Stamp that left foot hard back. Take another inhale, left leg stays lifted. Exhale, hands come down towards the mat, standing splits. Letting the head become heavy. Taking a couple more breaths here. You're almost through the challenge. Inhale, left leg comes up a little higher. And then exhale, left foot next to the right. Nice job, you made it. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute. Hands to heart center. And Natarajana on the other side, dancer's pose. Left foot grounds into the mat. Right knee bends back. Right arm reaches back. Grasp that right foot. Left foot grounds down as the left arm reaches up towards the sky. Kick that right foot into that right hand. The more you kick, the longer you can hold the pose. Keep the hips nice and level. Take some deep breaths. Find that focus. Last deep inhale and exhale. And slowly coming back up. Upward salute, gaze up. Then exhale, forward fold, bow to your standing practice. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Coming down to tabletop. We'll start to slow things down now. So find your tabletop, draw the fingers wide, knees under the hips. And we'll come into thread the needle. So inhale, right arm draws up. And then exhale, right arm reaches between the left arm and left leg. Finding a place for your right shoulder to land down. And if the ground feels really far away from that right shoulder, you can always stack a bolster or even a block underneath the head if that feels right. And then this left hand, you could keep it in front of the face, or you could even draw it and crawl it up towards the top of the mat. Keeping hips stacked over the knees. I'm just noticing the changes in the mind, maybe relief from making sure all those standing postures. And the sweetness of thread the needle and just expanding the front of the body slightly in a gentle twist. Just noticing how the mind tends to sometimes want to push away the things that feel difficult and just really try to keep in close the things that feel good, that feel easy. Just letting those come and go. Taking 2 or so more breaths on this side. Drawing the left hand back in front of the face, pressing the ground away, maybe drawing that right arm up again, and then tabletop. From here, inhale, left arm draws up, then exhale, left arm between the right arm, right leg, finding a place for the back of the left shoulder, and then choosing the arm variation here. Knowing that each side and each shoulder can feel completely different one from the other. And so just honoring each side of your body with what feels right for you. Whether you're practicing on your own or maybe with a friend or family or loved one today, trying not to compare or contrast, knowing that whatever shape you take on the four corners of your mat is right for you. Taking 2 or so more breaths on this side, maybe coming a little deeper or staying where you are. If the right hand is drawn overhead, then just bring the hand back in front of the face, press the ground away, maybe to draw the left arm overhead, and then exhale back to tabletop. From here, a few cat-cows, inhaling to draw the heart forward, and then exhale to curl in to let the head become heavy. 2 more times. Crawl the knees up towards the top of the mat, cross the legs behind you, and then coming into staff pose here, Dandasana. Finding your sit bones anchored with the mat, drawing the feet and the toes in towards you, hands down at your side to find a tall spine. And then bending the right knee, we'll go ahead and set the right foot on the outside of the left knee. And we're gonna find a pose, half Lord of the Fishes. So you could keep that left leg extended in front of you, or if it feels right for you, you could bend that left knee underneath, as long as you can still find yourself anchored on the sit bones. From here, we'll draw on the inhale, right arm lifts, then exhales, you twist towards that right leg. Find the right hand behind you like an anchor behind the tailbone. Draw the left arm around the left knee. And making sure that the twist here comes organically from your thoracic spine above the belly button, that you're not trying to crank or really twist with the arm, but you're allowing the twist to come organically to you there, taking some breaths. There's a beautiful old story that comes from a Sufi legend of this king that was caught in despair. He found that he would be caught between happiness and despair, that his moods would shift, and that when he was sad, he would be caught in suffering and despair, and that anytime he was happy, inevitably it would just crumble back into soreness and despair. After spending a long time like this, he sought out some wisdom and enlightenment from a wise man, inviting him to his kingdom. He asked the wise man, "Is there anything you can offer me to be able to find ease and to be able to find peace from my suffering?" And the wise man smiled at him and said, "Yes, I can help you, but it will cost you your entire kingdom and more. And so instead of you paying me, I will give it to you as a gift." Taking 2 more breaths on this side. On the exhale, facing back forward, drawing the legs nice and long, again here. Left knee draws in, find it on the other side of the right thigh. And then you choose, maybe that right knee bends. Inhale, left arm draws up, half Lord of the Fishes, other side. Find that anchor through the left hand, literal organic twist through your spine. Hug in tight to that left knee. And so the wise man gave the king a gift in this jade ornate box. And inside this box was a golden ring with the inscription, "This too shall pass." And the king gazed at the saying and the quote on the ring and asked the wise man, "What is the meaning of this?" And the wise man said, "Wear this ring at all times. And each time you find yourself facing troubles or facing happiness, gaze down at the ring and know that this too shall pass. And in this way, you will always live in peace." Taking 2 or so more breaths on this side. Slowly drawing shoulders facing back forward, drawing the legs long again, and then just reclining onto your back. Bending the knees so that the hips stay close to those sit bones so that you could just reach down for the heels and just touch them. With the feet and the knees hip distance apart, bridge pose, lift the hips up, arms come overhead. Exhale, back down. Follow those waves of breath in and back out. From here, you'll draw the right ankle to the top of the left knee, pressing that right knee away from you. You can choose here for your recline pigeon to start to draw the legs in towards you, reaching that right hand between the legs, drawing the legs in. Letting the neck be nice and long, letting the head relax onto the mat. Noticing the support of the ground that's always there. Taking 2 or so more breaths there. And then on the exhale, if the left foot is lifted, finding the mat again. And crossing the legs. And then just easing onto that other side. So left foot on top of the right knee this time, pressing the left knee away. And then choosing your recline pigeon. And taking 2 or so more breaths on this side. Exhale as you set that right foot down if it's lifted, left next to the right. Drawing in hands to heart center, just taking a few breaths there. There's a beautiful quote by Suzuki Roshi that says, if you can find your composure in the waves of change and accept that everything changes, you will find yourself in nirvana. Slowly drawing the knees in, bringing your forehead towards your knees, drawing a deep inhale, and then exhale, spread the legs wide, arms wide, take all the space that you need. Shavasana. Slowly starting to wiggle the fingers, the toes, to draw the breath a little deeper. In your time, drawing the knees in towards the chest. And then just rocking up to a seated position towards the top of your mat, just as you're ready. Bringing hands to heart center. And wishing you peace and composure on the waves of change. Namaste.